as long as I spend money on my wife. Get 10x return immediately. I tried to give my wife. I bought a bottle of mineral water for 5 yuan. 50 yuans indeed arrived in my bank account. I used to be a penniless wretch. My mother-in-law absolutely does not agree to us being together. But my school beauty wife still wants to marry me even if she steals my household registration book. Now I'm determined to give her the best life. Let those who look down on us be thoroughly humiliated. Thinking of this, I brought my wife Mengyao. I walked straight into a home renovation store, a very high-end Western restaurant. This restaurant has an average cost of 1,000 yuan per person. We still need to save money to buy a house and a car, eat a meal. A few hundred yuan for crayfish is already considered a luxury. How could you come to such an expensive place? But he saw how enthusiastic I was. It wouldn't be good to spoil the fun. I had no choice but to go inside with him. Welcome. Are there 2 of them? Seeing that even what I'm wearing is worse than what the clothes are made of. Mengyao felt a little disappointed that she didn't give birth. Please order, you 2. Eat whatever you want. Mengyao carefully opened the menu. The prices listed above made him a little dizzy. Fighting with the class, just a small piece of cake. How come it's only 200 plus? It doesn't look particularly special. For just over 200 yuans, you could eat 3 jinwan. Instead, 5 patties of 2 servings of mashed potato 2 servings of Anders Wagyu beef steak, another raspberry cheesecake. Drink a bottle of Gloria vintage wine. Seeing Mengyao's conflicted expression, I ordered the food without hesitation. Okay, I'll arrange it for you right away. After the waiter left, Mengyao immediately showed a pained expression. Don't be so reckless. This is way too expensive. That bottle of wine cost over 1,000, in addition to the steaks and desserts. It must add up to 3,000 to 5,000. Your husband will take you out for a nice meal. Cheer up. Today is our first day of marriage. Although it hurts, but since I've already ordered, it would be a waste not to eat it. Mengyao was determined to get her money's worth. Eat all the food clean. He even made an exception and drank 2 more glasses of red wine. There are a total of 3,656 good credit card. Congratulations, host, for spending 3,656 yuans on your wife Mengyao. Get 10x return. 36,560 yuans has been deposited into your account balance. Please check your inbox, host. The system's voice actually rang in my ear. Earning nearly 40,000 yuans from a meal. This made me involuntarily smile slightly. This system is so reliable. Ugh, this restaurant is such a rip-off. Just a steak. It's actually going to cost 700. This isn't steak. It's basically like eating half a cow. Okay. As soon as I left the restaurant, Mengyao's little mouth immediately started to complain. I didn't give him a chance to refuse. He was taken directly to the specialty store. What color do you prefer? Seeing that 5-figure price, Mengyao lost all interest in looking at colors. Honey, let's go. Is your favorite color pink? However, this one doesn't buy the graphite color. It will definitely look good in your hand. I turned to the waiter and said, wrap it up for me, please. Good, sir. The full price of this Pineapple 18 Pro Max is 11,999. Will you be paying by card or cash? The clerk saw how readily I swiped my card. He diligently took out the phone and packed it up. Girl, your boyfriend is so good to you. It's gone too. He just likes to spend money recklessly. The shop assistant praised me with envious eyes. Mengyao was, of course, very happy, but he still scolded me verbally. I told him not to waste money. He insisted on spending. They don't listen to me at all. Hearing his wife say this, I just smiled slightly. The system just notified me that 120,000 has been credited to my account. Unbeknownst to me, my net worth has doubled. I saved about 100,000 yuans after working for a year. This meal and buying a mobile phone. The system gave me over 150,000. I now have around 250,000 in my account, although there aren't many yet. But buying my wife a regular diamond ring shouldn't be a problem. Mengyao was not given time to react. I've already taken him to the jewelry store on the 2nd floor. Seeing the sparkling diamond ring in the display case, although he really wanted it, but it is still rational and precious. Why buy gold instead of diamonds? Compared to gold, The rate at which diamonds are depreciating is simply outrageous. Let's just observe. My nose suddenly stung with tears after hearing. My wife is the school's most popular girl. There are too many rich, second-generation suitors, but he chose to endure hardship with me. Which one do you like? I'll buy you whatever you pick. Hearing me say this, Mengyao immediately greeted Ye Chen with a flurry of greetings. That's enough. Today I had a big meal and bought a new phone. I'm happy enough. Buying another diamond ring would be excessive. Didn't we agree on this before? Why not buy something as flashy and impractical as a diamond ring? Although I was scolded by him, but he didn't care at all. Instead, they turned their attention to a sapphire diamond ring. Let's go with this one. Before he could answer, I have already told the shop assistant. Let my wife try this one. This ring is a limited edition, sir. It costs 220,000 because we were dressed so poorly. The shop assistant's eyes were full of impatience. They had no intention of coming over to serve us at all. If you can't afford it, don't bother looking. 220,000 is way too expensive. Let's go. Would anyone be willing to show it to us? Encountering this kind of thing when buying a diamond ring, I was also a little annoyed. But today is my special day. I don't want to get angry. So they headed towards the idle shop assistant. He asked another question. The shop assistant saw that I was very persistent. He hesitated for a moment. He came over, took out the diamond ring, and handed it to me. Try it on your wife. This diamond ring is perfect for him. Mengyao tried it on and found that the size was just right. So I just told the shop assistant to wrap it up. This action completely stunned Mengyao. The shop assistant was also taken aback. He had taken the ring out. It was purely out of politeness. Those very wealthy princes. You need to think carefully about this 200,000 yuan's diamond ring. But this young man in front of me is too dashing. It seems that for him it wasn't 200,000, but 20 yuan. He wasn't showing off. Oh my gosh, isn't that Mengyao? What are you doing here? I didn't have time to pay. Suddenly, I remembered a family behind visitor. It was Crystal Ice, who was known as Green Tea at school. Oh, it's you. What a coincidence. My husband and I went to look at the rings. You've come to the wrong place. A mentally ill person was seen arm in arm with a greasy middle-aged man. Hearing Mengyao say this, he laughed mockingly for a moment. Let me tell you. We graduated just a year ago. Always compare prices from 3 different vendors. For example, I don't mind if you buy here. The cost of living is too high. Why not go to early? The underground market over there. There are several shops there that make custom jokes. Although the quality isn't as high as here, but the price-performance ratio is quite good for you. Although the lunatic spoke in a tone that seemed to be for your own good. In his eyes, traditional opera is clearly saying, unworthy to come. These words made Mengyao feel even more ashamed. I came here to see Mengyao. So, what kind of ring do you think would suit me? My husband insisted on buying me a diamond ring today. I couldn't get rid of it, no matter what I tried. I glanced at the greasy middle-aged man next to me. As long as you're happy, you can buy any diamond ring. No need to buy anything too expensive. Buying one for around 50,000 to 60,000. Although the man beside Shen Jingbing, an executive of a company, but he's usually very stingy when it comes to giving him gifts. This time buying a diamond ring. The mentally ill patient had been pleading and begging for him. He also knew that the other party wouldn't buy him anything too expensive. A diamond ring cost him around 50,000 to 60,000. That's enough for Mengyao to hide in front of her. Sorry, my wife didn't see such a cheap diamond ring, so I can't recommend anything to you. Upon hearing this, the smile on his face immediately vanished. We were all college classmates. Who doesn't know who? You're just good looking. Only graduated a year ago. What kind of nice diamond ring can I afford? Thinking of this, Shen Jingbing immediately let out a disdainful laugh. Don't tell me you can afford it. The diamond ring on my hand. But the next second, the lunatic froze. I turned to the shop assistant and said, what are you still standing there for? Quickly wrap up the ring for me. I handed over my bank card again. The shop assistant was also respectful. He left holding the ring and bank card. Then quickly, the bank, a card and a nice paper bag were handed to me. After receiving the diamond ring, we prepared to leave. Just as I reached the door, I turned back to Shen Qingbing, whose face was grim, and said, "My wife was just talking about those diamond rings that cost 50,000. The designs are all quite ugly. I didn't watch much. However, I think there should be one that suits you among them." After saying that, he walked out of the store without What's the meaning? Am I only fit for those ugly rings? The mentally ill person was so angry at this sentence. The scene where I mocked a lunatic. The shop assistant saw it all clearly. Modern mental illness. I just want to find a hole to crawl into in order to save face, and deliberately put on an air of superiority. I saw jewelry worth around 200,000 euros. It's not that I'm picky about diamonds because they're not perfect. It means the style is too outdated. Finally, he left with his head held. He really knows how to pretend when he clearly sees the diamond ring. My mouth is watering. They even said the diamond ring was How could there be such a person? If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. It's like the foxes saying sour grapes. After he finished complaining, I looked enviously at the shop assistant who served me today. You're so lucky. Although that poor kid today looked shabby. But I never expected him to be so rich. I bought a diamond ring for 220,000 and he's so handsome. I really envy this typical example. I'd rather save money by living frugally. A good man who also wants a wife. The shop assistant called Yu. I was also quite excited. The diamond ring that was sold. He has finished his leaves for this week. That's right. If you're looking for a man, look for a man who will love his wife. However, Mengyao had no idea what the shop assistants were talking about. Seeing that, I was still not satisfied. They quickly pulled me home. Confess honestly, where did you get so much money? Did you spend all your savings for your funeral? Recently, I completed a major project for the company. This is the bonus issued by the company. I can't tell my wife about the system. Even if you tell him, he might not believe you. So I weighed the pros and cons. I decided to find an excuse to pass this on to Sugarcolor. This money is my bonus. Mengyao felt even more sorry for her. Is receiving a bonus a reason for you to spend money? This is our down payment for the house. How about we return this ring? I estimate I can get back over 100,000 yuan. I shouldn't have. Such a silly thing. This is my diamond ring. You want a refund? No way. We joked around for a while. Mengyao couldn't stay awake any longer and fell asleep. After watching Mengyao fall asleep, I picked up his phone and logged into his Taobao account. As a girl, he likes to browse Taobao, although I get excited while watching it and add it to my shopping cart. But I rarely buy those things. Actually, I've wanted to do the shopping. The car was cleared out, but I still have no money. There are currently over 2 million yuans in my account. Certainly. Without hesitation, I cleared out Mengyao's entire shopping cart. It only cost me 120,000 to clear all of my inventory. Now they've received another 1.2 million. In addition to the previous rebate, there is currently around 3.7 million in the account. So much money. Perhaps buying an apartment in Shanghai isn't enough, but that should be more than enough to buy a car. I just woke up the next morning. Mengyao's pretty little face appeared before my eyes. Lazy pig, wake up. Breakfast is ready. I'm off today. Where should we go for fun later? Where are the entrance fees and transportation? It's cheaper when you add them together. I already knew where I wanted to go. I finished my breakfast happily. I simply took his hand and went out. Mengyao followed me around like a fool, thinking about the expenses I incurred yesterday. He didn't forget to give instructions. Don't take me to expensive places today. I'd rather starve than eat a meal that costs more than 100 yuan. I promise I'll take you to places with low prices. That's more like it. See, I made a promise. Mengyao then felt relieved and followed me. However, when they arrive at their destination, looking at the huge signboard for seconds, Mengyao was dumbfounded. Holy crap, this is the low-cost area you mentioned. Let's just buy a car that costs around $1 million. Those cars worth tens of millions. We didn't even glance at it. I led Mengyao inside, completely ignoring his mournful gaze. This store is very large. There are 3 floors in total. The first floor contains ordinary cars. The price is usually in the hundreds of thousands. The second tier consists of cars in the $1 million price range. As for the third layer, only members of this second store are allowed to enter. Ordinary people can't get in at all. So I took Mengyao to the second floor. When browsing the first floor, Mengyao was still very careful. But after I brought him to the second floor, he was relieved instead. He gritted his teeth and drove the car on the first floor. I can still afford it with half an installment, but he definitely couldn't afford the second floor. After the psychological burden was removed, Mengyao actually felt more comfortable shopping now. The rice looks good. I waved. A car salesman was called in. How much does this car cost? The car salesman had actually seen us a long time ago, but people in their line of work are all shrewd and Can the other party afford a car? They could tell at a glance. So they always let us have our way. You two wander around by yourself, plus insurance, etc. The final price is approximately 2.2 million. I know they look down on me, but I don't care. Very cheap. I want it, sir. What did you just say? Hear what I said? Mengyao and the salesperson were both stunned. I said I wanted this car. Just swipe your card. Come with me to the VIP lounge over here and have a seat for a while. I'll get the paperwork done for you right away. I found Mengyao's anxious expression quite amusing. Actually, the main reason is that my wife really likes this car. I bought it for my wife to use on her way to and from getting off work. Your wife is very beautiful. They are a perfect match, a match made in heaven. Congratulations, host, for purchasing 2.2 million units of rice for your wife. A full 7 vehicle. Trigger a 10x return, with 22 million deposited into your account. Please check your inbox. Not only that, also received an extra rebate of 7 vehicles this month. Please check your inbox, host. The two were about to go to the rest area. Then I heard a happy notification sound in my ear. I originally thought this income would only be 20 million, but who knew that Highway would give him an extra carload of rice as a reward? Expecting supercars like this. You simply can't get it without tens of millions. Come down. I never even dreamed of owning such wealth before. I wonder how the car feels to drive. Did you hear me when I spoke to you? Honey, I'm wondering what kind of house you like. Let's buy them together. We'll talk about the house later. This car probably emptied your pockets. Just as Mengyao was about to ask me more questions, where did all this money come from? His best friend, Bai Dingbing, called. Sister Yao Yao, how about we go out for hot pot together since it's the weekend? I found a super delicious restaurant. Mengyao also asked for your opinion. Let Bai Ningbing and others. We picked up the car and went there. Let me wait for you at the entrance of the hot pot restaurant. After agreeing on the time, Lai Ningben was the first to drive to the entrance of the hot pot restaurant. His family's financial situation is fresh out of university. His family bought him a car worth over 100,000 yuan, although it's not very expensive. But for most people, they are already quite happy. After picking up the car, we went to a hot pot restaurant we arranged. A brand new car stopped in front of Bai Lingbing. New rice speed accelerator. Seeing this car, Bai Mingbing was also somewhat envious. This car, a model from several years ago, cost over $1 million. This is the latest model this year. It should cost at least $2 million. When will I be able to drive a car like this? Just as the white-collar soldier was in a daze, Leng Yao got out of the car. The white-collar soldier was startled when he saw it. I immediately felt admiration for the owner of this car with the rice-colored paint. Driving such a nice car and still working so hard as a DD driver. I think they're rich. Listening to the white militia's complaints, Mengyao was also stunned. My husband just bought this car for me. Bai Bingbing was even more stunned when she heard Mengyao's words. My funny. Yao Yao, are you kidding me? What's your husband like? I know him inside and out. How could anyone afford rice lacquer? At this point, the soldiers of Baini were all cursing. Both come from ordinary families. Where did all that money come from? Buying both a diamond ring and a car. The rice I bought was still too coarse and greasy. It's absolutely impossible. You go in first. I went to park. Mengyao, is this car really yours? Yes. Mengyao nodded, looking at Bai Ningbing's still disbelieving face. He said, with a grin, actually, I didn't want him to buy such an expensive car, but I couldn't stop him from buying it for me. This is so wonderful. It's alright. You can find a good boyfriend. You've been single for quite a while now. It's easy to say. Boyfriends aren't that easy to find. Hearing Mengyao's nonchalant tone, his breath made me break up with that girl from college. I thought I was entering society. With my charm, I'll be pursued by someone very soon. Who knows which Taoist priest is chasing, but not dirt poor. This is horribly ugly. I had my fortune told on my phone a couple of days ago. They say I'm destined to be a womanizer. I might not meet my soulmate until I'm 30. Can this even be considered? I want to try it too. Mengyao listened to Bai Ningbing's words. I'm very excited to try it out. Upon hearing that Mengyao was also a kindred spirit, I quickly sent him the master's number. And how powerful are those masters who can talk endlessly about anime? After listening to the white-collar soldier's words, Mengyao was very careful. They sent both of our names. The master called very quickly and recited a poem. Fate of Mao wedding dress. Couple unable to return home, if not for the villain's instigation. Parents card. Does this mean the two of them will have a hard time being together? The thought of my parents and relatives' disapproval. Mengyao felt that the calculation was incredibly accurate. Mengyao felt that the calculation was incredibly accurate. Master, what should I do? This marriage was before the calamity. It's very difficult, even I, an old man. The master didn't mention money either, but they said this couldn't be done. Mengyao was extremely nervous upon hearing this. Master, you must have a way, right? Just as I stopped, when the car returned, it overheard their conversation. I was both amused and exasperated. He reached out and snatched the phone from Mengyao's hand. Without hesitation, I gave the master a profit recalculate my past work. Seeing my actions, Bai Ningbing was very dissatisfied. Ye Chen, you are blaspheming the master. Do you understand? The master was not a worldly person. How could I possibly lie through my teeth for money? But the white-collar soldier had barely finished speaking. The master then recited a poem. Noble sons emerge from the mystical gate. Gong King at the White House. Couple birds flying wing to wing. Unwavering love. I am very satisfied with the results. Turning my head to look, Bai Yinbing was furious again. Look at your Ye Chen. Do something about him. I think it's pretty good. I am very satisfied with this result. Honey, you're amazing. Spending money recklessly by her husband. He just made the master 10,000. But I think this result is great. Mengyao still had a happy smile on her face. He didn't forget to give Bai Ningbing advice, little soldier. Didn't you just tell me? Master, have you been told if you're destined for romantic entanglement? You could do what our family did. Let's recalculate. Looking at the two of them standing on the same side, the white-collar worker had no choice but to change the subject to Mengyao. Your new Mizuno 7 is really cool. Can I borrow your phone to take a picture and post it on WeChat after eating hot pot? Mengyao plans to go shopping with Bai Lingbing. But then my mom called. Let him go home for dinner alone. Mengyao's family lives in a run-down neighborhood in the suburbs. It takes 2 hours to get there from here. It's hard to refuse the family's request. They had no choice but to say goodbye. He passed his driving test, but hasn't received his license yet. So I had to take the subway home by myself. Bai Minbing and I also went home. After parking the car, I went home. Who knew that halfway there, a truck carrying rice and jade blocked your way? Holy crap, he's so handsome. But we haven't finished enjoying it yet. My wife called. Ye Chen. I'm doomed. My mom discovered that the household registration booklet was missing. Yesterday morning, Mengyao wanted to get our marriage certificate. So I secretly went home and dragged out my household registration booklet. I'm thinking of putting it back after I've used it. But who knew his mother would find out today? Some time ago, Mengyao mentioned to her family that she wanted to marry me, so his mother immediately understood. Where did the household registration go? I originally wanted to give him a thorough dressing down, but Mengyao's mother twisted and pinched it. My daughter stole the household registration book. It's too late to curse now. Why not find an excuse to eat? First, lure your daughter home and lock her up. Mengyao is currently locked up at home and can't go out at all. Call me. Or secretly hide in the toilet to play. It's okay, I'll be there soon. Hearing Mengyao say this, I was startled too. However, I quickly calmed down. He comforted Mengyao with a few words. Don't come, my mom talks too much. If you say something offensive, they'll scold you in the morning. It's okay, we'll have to get past your mom eventually. Passing this hurdle, then we can be together openly and honestly. What else did Mengyao want to say? Suddenly, there was a loud knocking on the bathroom door. My mother's voice came through. You've been inside for half an hour. Why isn't it out yet? Did it fall into the toilet? Hearing my mom urging me, Mengyao on the other end of the phone had no choice. He was glanced at by his mother as soon as he came out. Don't think that hiding in the toilet is the answer. I don't know what happened when that little brat called. I just wanted to meet his mother today. What do you mean by that? I've already called you uncle a few times. Andy came over. We must break up today. If he disagrees, beat him until he agrees. I don't believe he's that tough. These words made Mengyao so anxious she almost cried. How could you do this? It's embarrassing enough to invite all your distant relatives. How can someone hit another person? Just thinking about how I would get beaten up. Mengyao felt sorry for him. 8. One night can make you rich. They were very good to me. Look at your tattered clothes. Do you remember the girl next door? She married a rich second-generation heir from Shanghai. Gangsters are all the rage. Bride price $1 million. I spent $5 million on a house and a car. That's someone else. Can we not compete? I see you're dressed very nicely, girl. Pick up and drop off service. 9 to 5. They can't even afford to buy a new piece of clothing. My heart aches, hearing mom say this. Mengyao was a little sad. Just then, the doorbell rang. He immediately went back to his room. Mengyao's mother ran to open the door. 2 aunts and their husbands, including the 3rd brother, came. Why did you call us here in such a hurry? My mother told me about stealing the household registration. Aunt hesitated after hearing this, but the die was cast. Or maybe we should just forget about it. Living their own lives is their own business. Your daughter found a rich man and is living a life of luxury. I only have one daughter. How could he bear to let her live a hard life with a poor boy? Mengyao's mother suddenly burst into tears. This made everyone very embarrassed. Don't rush. Let's discuss it. So what if we got the marriage certificate? Just let them get divorced. It's easier to remarry nowadays. My second aunt also asked just how poor that boy really was. Not a local of Shanghai. Parents without household registration. One I can't even afford a house to open a shop. Mengyao mother belittled me to the point of being worthless. The relatives also thought it was unreliable. They all support our divorce. After the next strategic, mom called Mengyao out. But what about the little rascal? He said he had arrived at the entrance of the Mengyao's mother immediately led the relatives. They rushed aggressively towards the entrance of the residential Mengyao wanted to go with him, but he was locked inside the house. When they arrived at the gate of the residential area. But then I saw a sports car with a large rice paddy parked on the side. There were quite a few people watching. 3rd, is there any expectation that rice will be sold in your community? My uncle stared at the car with an envious look. Although Mengyao's mother didn't know the car price, but one bird was tried. I told you the neighborhood was nice. The group chatted idly and didn't notice the car door opening. When Mengyao's mother found out, I had already walked up to her with my things in hand. When Mengyao's mother found out, I had already walked up to her with my things in hand. Mom, I've come to see you. He stared at me and then looked at the car. This car is yours. He nodded at me. Almost everyone looked at Mengyao's mother with suspicion. This young man who expected to open the rice shop. Could it be the son-in-law he described as being dirt poor? Mengyao's mother was still angry, habitually turning a cold smile. This reaction made the people on the side were all dumbfounded. That young man is handsome and rich. He still drives a 20 million yuan car. What's with his attitude? 993. Did a donkey kick your brain? Look at the car that other people are driving. That's the expected rice price. More than 20 million tons of rice are expected. Are you sure he comes from an ordinary family? Really? This car is worth 20 million. You wouldn't lie to me, would you? Why would I lie to you? If you don't believe me, take a picture and check it yourself. If it's less than 20 million, I'll come to your door to offer you a gilded apology. That's impossible. Mengyao said her family is just an ordinary family. How could someone be so rich? Put away your grumpy face. Let's find out the situation first. My aunt's husband is a businessman. He turned around and introduced me to his relatives with a big smile. I already dotted on Mengyao. Naturally, he wouldn't put on airs. I heard from Mengyao's mother that you and he secretly got your marriage certificate, I dated right? Mengyao for years. I think that's about right. Let's get the certificate first. I see that your behavior is reasonable, and your conduct is appropriate. I shouldn't have said this, but Mengyao's father doesn't care. As your uncle, I have to say a few words. The way you handled this was unethical. How can you get married without telling either set of parents? My aunt's husband was telling us we were too young. Acting rashly. Please continue to guide me in the future. In just a few words. My uncle was more and more pleased with me. Handsome, well-mannered, and rich. He's practically a golden bachelor. My uncle led me home. Even if Mengyao's mother disagreed, she turned her back to them. After arriving home, I also took out some bird's nest and Moutai from the car. I didn't realize so many elders were coming back today. This is just a small token of my appreciation. Andy didn't seem to care when she received the gift box, but seeing the packaging of premium bird's nest, she was stunned for a moment. This is too expensive. I've seen this bird's nest at a wealthy lady's house. Thousands of yuan per ounce per box, £1 per pack. This is definitely a piece of clothing worth tens of thousands of yuan. Even the clothes were surprised by Moutai. This is a 50-year-old Moutai. The market price is almost 20,000 yuan per box. Mengyao's mother opened the handbag I gave her. Inside is a set of pure gold jewelry, unique design. It's quite heavy, weighing about half a pound in total. The elders surrounded them in amazement. This one must be designed by a famous designer. Only then can it be designed. It's worth at least tens of thousands. Mengyao mother was wearing a 100-gram gold bracelet. He asked with delight, "Is it beautiful?" Of course it is. Otherwise, how could he have given birth to such a beautiful daughter? It's all because of your good genes. Bombarded by money and sweet words, Mengyao's mother completely lost her airs. He handed the household registration book to Mengyao. "Mom, you don't object anymore?" "No objection. As long as he treats you well. He's so eligible." "You didn't explain it to me clearly." Then they talked about buying a house and having a wedding. Mengyao was always worried about me. He was both renting rice and buying gifts. They must be so poor they only have their underwear left by now. How should we handle this topic? But I spoke of it casually. Mengyao likes peace and quiet. I don't plan to buy a regular residential property. I'll take him to see a large apartment tomorrow. The property certificate only has his name on it. Mengyao was stunned after hearing this. Large single-level apartment. It's too expensive. If you like it, I might as well buy a villa. Xiaoyang, you and your boyfriend finally tied the knot. Several colleagues surrounded Mengyao in the office. "Show us your ring, quickly. When do you plan to have the wedding? That way we can give a gift at the wedding." "We don't have any plans to have a wedding yet. Let's wait a while. After all, we haven't bought a house yet. Getting married requires buying a house and a car." As they chatted, the atmosphere in the office suddenly became gossipy. The conversation somehow shifted to the car. Everyone was staring at their female colleague. "Sun Shangxiang, I heard your boyfriend has changed again. I saw the car that brought you here this morning. Not that BMW from last time. It's become a road, damn." "Yes, my boyfriend likes cars, so we have 3 cars. So I often switch between driving." "Are you envious of us?" "Of course I'm envious. I get so crowded on the subway every day on my way to work late that several I look like a photograph. Isn't it just because they can't get on the subway? When will I be able to find such a wonderful..." Qian's boyfriend, Sun Shangxiang, turned her head to the right to look at Mengyao. "Xiao Yao, if you don't buy a house for now, you could buy a car for commuting first. My boyfriend's family is in the car sales business. Let me know if you decide to buy a car. I asked him to help me get that discount." Originally Sun Shangxiang, your boyfriend's family is in the car sales business. No wonder he's so rich. Your boyfriend's brother. Are there any eligible bachelors left? The young women in the office all had their eyes bulging. "Tell Mengyao to smile and thank you, Zhao Sheng. But my boyfriend has already bought me a car. They said my driver's license hasn't been issued. Once I get my driver's license, I can drive to work." Mengyao spoke quite calmly when she said this, but I still secretly felt a little smug. The girls instantly froze. "Really? What kind of car is it?" Mengyao took out her phone and showed pictures of cars. "It is a large rice paint." The air in the office suddenly became quiet. After all, Mengyao always says, "I'm very Everyone ordinary." Thought we'd only buy one. A car costing tens of thousands. Who would have thought they'd go straight to the rice couple? This is a luxury car that cost over 2 million yuan. Sun Shangxiang's boyfriend drives a BMW and a mule. None of them are as expensive as this one. My sweetie, it really is rice to 7. The people were making too much noise. The manager, who rushed over, gave him a scolding. Everyone obediently returned to their seats, but I secretly joined a small group chat. "You say, is Mengyao's rice to 7 real or fake? It looks fake to me. If her boyfriend is that rich, why is he still so frugal? I also think it doesn't seem real." "You're just bragging." "He's definitely bragging. I checked, and that car is the latest top-of-the-line model this year. The final price will be at least 2 million. Sun Shangxiang, who had been lurking, suddenly spoke up. "You are wrong. This car really is his. It turns out she secretly had her boyfriend check the car owner's information. Even if the car owner is Mengyao, she can still brag. You can't just change the car owner's information, can you? After a 3-second silence, Zuli exploded. You guys said this car has Mengyao's name on it. The difference is huge. No matter how many cars Sun Shangxiang's boyfriend owns, they're all from the south. You get nothing after a breakup. But this car has Mengyao's name on it. Even if they break up, it's still his. Mengyao, who was engrossed in her work at the moment. I received a call. Wife, I've lost my job. I'm so heartbroken right now. Will you come have lunch with me? Mengyao suddenly became nervous. Why did she lose her job? You are usually so diligent in your work. Why should I fire you? Why are people unemployed? You are usually so diligent in your work. Why should I fire you? I'm packing my things. I'll tell you more during lunch. Manager Ye Chen has been in a bad mood these past 2 days. Any setbacks you have with him will pass. Yes, jobs are hard to find these days. If you resign, it would be difficult to find a job with better pay than what you have now. People under the eaves. I had no choice but to bow my head. I'm usually super nice to people. Strong work ability. If I hadn't already told you I had a girlfriend, the girls in the office who are pursuing me could line up all the way to the elevator. Who knew the manager would act up today? They started nitpicking as soon as they walked in. They scolded me terribly. With the system's support, how could I possibly tolerate this? He suddenly threw the file away. He told me he wanted to resign. I happen to be looking at houses with my wife soon. No time to go. It's good that I resigned. Looking at houses is one thing, but I can't lose my job. My colleagues are still trying to persuade me to stay. You just need to apologize to the manager. We'll plead on your behalf again. The manager doesn't necessarily have to fire you. This place won't keep me. There's always a place for you to stay. My colleagues could tell I was determined. There was no other way but to send it to me. The group was talking. Did not notice. I've already pressed the elevator button for the basement level. By the time they realized it, we've reached the basement level. The basement level is a parking lot. Only car owners come here. Those without cars simply exit from the first floor and take the subway. I'll be going now. After I finished speaking, I got in. My colleague watched me sit down in the rice container. Everyone was dumbfounded. I'm so tired, I got a pimple. This is your car. I nodded. He calmly said, "See you later." After saying that, I stepped on the gas and sped away. He gave a wry smile. It turns out the clown was actually ourselves. They were reluctant to part with me. It's not that they really have deep feelings for me. More of a kind. Seeing my sympathy after I lost my job. After all, we're all just struggling construction workers. But they never expected. I'm actually someone who can afford rice. After all that, Ye Chen is basically a rich kid from a wealthy family. No wonder he resigned so readily. Not at all false. So we work to support our families? They're just here to kill time. If you're unhappy at work, of course you should leave. Does your family own a mine? Does your family own a mine? You want to eat farts? If I were a rich second generation, I'm still here. I'm so damn jealous. Ye Chen was handsome to begin with, especially popular with young women in the office. Now they've even discovered that his family owns a mine. This is practically an unbelievable life. On the other side, my boss, manager's son, was sitting in his office. I made a phone call and went online. I've got it sorted out. D. Renji on the phone. I didn't expect manager's son to be so efficient. So fast? Yeah, it's just a bedbug. I'll kick him out of the company. That's not something that can be done in a minute. Manager's son is really capable. I'll treat you to dinner when I have time. I'll bring my girlfriend along then. I will bring you good news in the future. Manager's son revealed a lewd smile. He had long ago. I heard I have a really beautiful girlfriend. I just haven't had the chance to see it yet. Now, after hearing that D. Renji has obtained the person, bring them all over to show him. He was also somewhat curious. But when I think of D. Renji, he's taken a liking to my girlfriend. I lost my job. Manager's son also sighed somewhat. She's truly a femme fatale. I was sitting in the car at that moment. I also thought my work ability was not bad. I haven't offended anyone. Usually, my boss suddenly caused me trouble last time. There must be a reason for the sound, but I'm too lazy to delve into the specific reasons. I just don't want to do it anymore. Manager's son, please do this. That gave me a reason to resign. Why bother going to work? Taking his wife out to eat and buy a house. Isn't he good? I drove straight to Mengyao's company. Mengyao was leaving the company at this moment, planning to go out for dinner and have some fun with me, but he hasn't seen my car yet. Then they saw Renji holding a bouquet of roses. It was fitted onto a McLaren worth over 3 million yuans. White-collar workers passing by would stare at him with wide eyes. Haha, this is the perfect bachelor I've been looking for. Let's go. They're not after you. A passing office worker gave Mengyao a very intense look. Leave unwillingly. But Mengyao looked at the suddenly appearing Renji. It's absolutely a terrible headache. Others saw him as dashing and debonair. Mengyao found him utterly disgusting and greasy. He simply pretended not to see him at all. But Renji had no intention of letting him off the hook. Time stood in his way. I have a boyfriend. Please show me some respect. Even if he is a customer of the company, I can't stand it either. Renji then handed over the rose in his hand. You don't have to be so heartless. Would you do me the honor of having lunch with me? Mengyao's expression grew even colder. First, I want to go out to eat with my husband. I don't have time at all. Second, I don't sleep with any male other than my husband. Living organisms eating alone. Okay, it's okay. Let's do it next time. But you must accept my roses. Having been a seasoned player in the dating scene for so many years, I know deeply. The proverb haste makes waste applies here. After Mengyao declined his lunch invitation, he didn't try to steal the ball. He then asked Mengyao to accept his roses. Renji was making plans in his mind. Mengyao is, after all, a woman, and she's a beautiful woman. On one side is her unemployed, listless, and useless husband. On one side is a dashing and debonair rich second generation. Over time, even if her feelings for her husband are higher than the sky, there's a limit to that. I refuse to believe that my gentle approach will work. Mengyao will not fall for it. Just as Renji was momentarily stunned, the rose in his hand was suddenly snatched away. Then I threw it in the trash can. He hadn't even had time to figure out what was happening. A tall and handsome figure. He was already standing next to Mengyao. My woman, I will buy him roses. Why are you here? Offering unsolicited flattery. As soon as I saw it was me, Mengyao's eyes first brightened. He then glanced at Renji with a hint of pride. My husband is here. Stop blocking the way. Ye Chen, you are not good enough for Yao Yao at all. Perhaps you give him affordable roses. But will you get the life he wants? Sorry, I just happen to be able to afford it. I can't be bothered with Renji. With Mengyao, walk towards the rice planted not far away. Renji originally turned around, intending to say a few sarcastic remarks. But after spotting my car, it suddenly aimed precisely. How could this be? How could he possibly afford to drive up the price of rice? Renji's family wasn't particularly wealthy, assets of only a few hundred million. Even so, his father could only give him a Moutai card worth over 3 million. But he had investigated secretly. Ye Chen's father is a civil servant. Mother drove it all over. Just an ordinary family. How can someone afford a car worth over 20 million? Such an ordinary family in phase 1. How could they afford to open a door worth over 20 million? What a joke. But the facts are undeniable. I really did drive the rice first phase. Who exactly is this brat? Meanwhile, Mengyao was sitting in the car. There have always been some opposition. Has this Renji lost his mind? I already have a husband as handsome as you. He actually wants to pursue me. And your words are so disgusting. Watching computer play this, I rubbed my stomach. Honey, what should we eat? What's the rush? Let's go look at the house first. My words really shocked Mengyao. What kind of international joke is this? Didn't you even lose your job? What to use to buy a house? Of course, I'd sell you to buy a house. My wife is so beautiful. You could totally change the balance. Screw you. I'm being serious with you. As I spoke, I contacted my college classmate, Lao Fu. He works in real estate sales. Many high-quality properties available. What happened, Ye Chen? I wanted to buy a house because you're in this industry, right? Recommend some nice houses to me. Ye Chen, you're amazing. You're already buying a house after only 1 year since graduation? I have a room here. I haven't even saved up the down payment for the house yet. What kind of house do you want? Let me see if I have anything suitable for you. I don't have many requirements. I just want to buy a large balance. Ideally, the kind with nice surrounding scenery. They originally told me about the requirements for the apartment layout. I didn't expect that when I came out. I need a large, single-level apartment with a nice view. He didn't want to discourage me. I had no choice but to find an excuse to hide my true colors. I have several nice, large, single-level apartments. However, the location is remote and the price is high. The price-performance ratio is too low. Or you could make a different request. I want a large single-level apartment. Take me to see. Choose the one you think is best. I see how persistent I am. The old master couldn't say anything. We agreed to meet in Pudong. I also stepped on the gas. We came directly to Pudong. Then find Master Confucius to meet. The environment here is good. The price of housing has reached 70,000 to 80,000 yuan per square meter. You don't really want to sell me, do you? How could I bear to sell you? Then why did you bring me here? I took advantage of Mengyao's inattention. She quickly kissed him on the cheek. As soon as the old master arrived, he saw us showing off. They immediately exclaimed, "Let's be decent human beings. Being single is tough. Stop talking nonsense." Where is that large single-level apartment you mentioned? The large flat I'm telling you about is at the bottom of Delin Pass. There are 2 sets left here. I'll show you around. Large flats at the bottom of Delin Pass. Because of the good apartment layout, elegant environment, respect. Therefore, it is very popular. The old master also brought quite a few people to see. But in the end, it was all due to price. None of the negotiations went well. This place is really beautiful. The air quality is also very good. Mengyao walked into the Grand Gateway community. The neighborhood looks like a large park. I like it here. Liking is liking, but let's see the house first. The old master mentioned a large, single-level apartment that is 300 Besides square one meters. Master bedroom and 2 secondary bedrooms. It also has a study, gym and kitchen with view. This is the place Mengyao likes the most. He seemed very satisfied. I typed and booked this house directly. But I haven't had a chance to tell the old master yet. A series of footsteps suddenly sounded at the door. It is another real estate sales. They also brought a couple to view the apartment. The woman followed the salesperson in and saw us. She immediately rolled her eyes in annoyance. What kind of house are we looking at? So, anyone can come and see this, even your mother or dog. I didn't expect anyone to be here now. Or shall I take you to see the apartment upstairs? The salesperson was extremely embarrassed by what they were told. He even looked at the old master with reproach. What's wrong with you? They don't give you a heads up before showing you the property. The rabbit hunter and the salesman clearly knew each other. The couple did not. But he sneered. The house I brought people to see first. If you want to bring people to see it, you'll have to wait. Bringing 2 per dogs to look at houses. Can they afford it? Who are you calling a poor dog? My gaze turned icy. Whoever is tougher wins. Don't you even look at what you're wearing? Do you know how much the houses here cost? We probably can't even afford a toilet. After the woman finished speaking, she gave instructions to the salesperson. What are you still standing there for? Why don't you kick them out? It polluted the air here. The sales staff treated the 2 people quite well inside the store. He immediately frowned and looked at us. If you can't afford it, then get out of here. You then lead the way. I called security. Honey, maybe we should just forget about it. Anyway, we've already looked at the Otherwise, looking at the salesperson's snobbish attitude, Mengyao felt somewhat inferior. Mengyao felt very uncomfortable and somewhat inferior. It's so painful. Tears are welling up in my eyes. Baby, be good. We won't cry. My wife and I are together. In 4 years, I never let her shed a tear. I never expected to be moved to tears by strangers. I felt incredibly heartbroken. My chest also ignited with a fierce fire. From now on, this is my home. Can you afford this house? Facing the woman's mockery, I turned to the old master and said, "Could you help me with the paperwork? This is my bank card. Just swipe your card." This guy is still acting all wild, despite my
This kid really
wants to buy this big apartment. That would cost over 20 million, even a large mortgage. The down payment would be at least 4 or 5 million, right? What are you standing there for? Hurry up and go. He then realized, I'll go right away. The woman outside clearly hadn't expected this. I was a poor boy dressed in rags. Surprisingly, without hesitation, they bought a large bottle worth over 20 million. But he still pretended to say, if all else fails, we can go see another set. I want the one upstairs too. The old master bought the entire apartment upstairs as well. Someone was so angry at what I said that but I don't know what to say. I initially thought it was 2 people who came to see me. The poor in the world. I never imagined I was a hidden millionaire. Don't stand in front of my house. Saved a lot of space. You don't mind the dirt, but I do. Looking at the woman, trembling with anger. I have no sympathy whatsoever. Press your breath. I can indeed say a woman is morally corrupt. You could also say a woman is despicable, but I absolutely cannot say that a woman spoils me. These words really hit him right in the heart. He was so angry he almost vomited blood. The sales staff on the side didn't expect things to turn out this way. How about we look at another house? There are also some good properties nearby. Drive them away. The old master looked at me with a shocked expression. Ye Chen, you're amazing. Didn't you see the smug looks on their faces? The rainbow-like expressions are so amazing. The happiest people right now aren't me and Mengyao. Instead, it was the old master. Because he was often ostracized by his colleagues at the company. I can't swallow this anger. Thinking of finding an opportunity to get revenge, my actions today, it saved him a lot of face. However, Queen Zhao immediately realized what was happening and didn't want to. You really want to buy this big flat pit? Yes, your bank cards are all in your possession. Am I joking with you? Unexpected. You're actually the hidden rich kid next door. Hey kid, stop talking so much nonsense. Hurry up and get the paperwork done for me. Zhao Ming. Congratulations, host. He spent 21 million yuans to buy a house for his wife, Mengyao. Get 10 times the return of 200 million. 10 million has been deposited into your account balance, and receive an additional lucky rebate of 10 school district properties. Please check your inbox. This time, more than 200 million yuans in cash was received. They also gave them an extra 10 school district apartments in Shanghai. The most expensive houses now are those in good school districts. House prices skyrocketed. Each set is worth at least tens of millions. The old master was very nimble. The house paperwork was completed very quickly. Ye Chen's house paperwork is done. At this moment, the old master looked puzzled. Although Mengyao is his wife, the two were indeed very much in love. But that's a house worth over 20 million. If you say write Mengyao's name, then write Mengyao's name. Isn't he afraid? Will he run away with the house and someone else then? Honey, you can live in a big apartment from now on. At this moment, Mengyao was completely dumbfounded. Although my husband, he kept saying he wanted to buy me a large apartment, but I didn't take it to heart at all. Because I knew he couldn't possibly have that much money. But my husband, now they not only bought me a ring worth over 200,000 yuan. It refers to more than 2 million tons of rice. They even bought me a large apartment worth over 20 million. This adds up to almost 25 million. Surprise as surprise. But where did he get the money? Thinking about these issues, when Mengyao went to work in the afternoon, I was completely dazed and confused. After returning home, Mengyao called out to me with a serious expression. Looking at his unpleasant expression, he asked, somewhat puzzled, "Wife, what's wrong? I have something to ask you. You must tell me the truth." I found his serious expression somewhat amusing. However, they also cooperated. I will answer any questions you ask me truthfully. If I don't tell the truth, I'll let you eat me tonight. I'm not kidding you. Mengyao hesitated for a while. I finally asked it. Did you go into that line of work? I didn't understand what he meant. You don't mean to be a little duck, do you? That's doing bad things. Ye Chen, let me tell you the truth. I suspect you have broken the law. Now tell me if it's true or not. Don't be afraid. I won't blame you if you actually do it. I'll go with you. To turn yourself in, at worst, a few decades of light. I will wait for you. Mengyao was talking and talking. The water in his eyes grew brighter and brighter. I couldn't help but laugh out loud at the sight of him. Then hug him. He savored the durian flavor in his mouth. I only found out after running for a while. Look at yourself. Where did your mind go? How could I possibly do such a thing? But where did your money come from? Mengyao looked at me with a wronged expression. After all, I've done so much for him. Therefore, he had already thought it through. If something really happens to me then, he will always wait for me. Do you know about star coins? When I was in high school, I saw someone online say that star coins are particularly valuable. I spent my New Year's money to buy 200. I only remembered this a couple of days ago. Of course, Mengyao couldn't be told about the system. Now I can only make up a story. Star coins are so popular now. He definitely knows what star coins are. Can star coins buy a house and a car? Of course. Mengyao seemed somewhat disbelieving. I took out my phone again. I checked the current price of star coins for him. See? One star coin is now worth 350,000. Didn't I buy 200 pieces before? I made a net profit of 70 million by reselling it. Is it really 70 million? Really? Mengyao happily hugged my neck. But what he said made me covered in black dandruff. That's great. You didn't do anything wrong. Shouldn't the focus be on the fact that we have money? You silly girl. I was very softened by Mengyao's words. I was just thinking of spending some time, but then his phone rang. The call came from the courier bag collection point. Miss Mengyao, my package. But our collection points are almost overflowing with your package. Come and pick up your package right away. What about my package? Yes, they're all yours. Come and get it now. The other party is Sister Ling from the convenience store downstairs. Mengyao's online shopping items. Where will they be inherited? He was very puzzled after hearing what Sister Ling said. I don't think I've bought anything recently. I looked at Mengyao's silly expression. My smiling wife. I saw you asleep that night. So I cleared your shopping cart for you. Go down and get it quickly. Although the shopping cart was empty, it is a very happy thing. However, Mengyao is feeling somewhat dizzy and lightheaded. I added the items I liked to my shopping cart. I just wanted to create a label. I have no intention of buying. I'm going to my shopping cart. There are also many very expensive luxury My husband goods. Probably bought them all right. No way, no way. He quickly checked his phone. I discovered that my shopping cart was completely empty. He said it in a bad mood. Having money doesn't mean you can squander it like this. Let's go downstairs and come pick up me package. The two went downstairs to the collection point. Sister Ling in the store is sorting out today's packages. Seeing Mengyao come over, he pointed to the pile at the very back. All of these are yours. Take it away quickly. Mengyao looked in the direction the finger was pointing. My own package. They practically occupy half of the convenience store market. Oh, my God. So Sister Ling, your parcel collection point business is doing quite well. You must earn quite a bit every day. My convenience store is only this small. How much business can there be? I see you have a lot of packages delivered to your store. There must be at least 100 pieces. Private convenience store package pickup. Usually one item is charged per little piece. By little. You can earn a lot. 70 out of 100 items are from this girl. Sister Ling glanced helplessly at Mengyao. Have you struck it rich? Why did you buy so many things? Sister Ling saw the information while sorting through the packages. It's full of high-end clothing and bags, and international brand cosmetics. The total price is at least tens of thousands. This is what an average family would buy in one go. My husband bought all of these for me. Mengyao felt a little embarrassed. You should take your time when buying things, okay? What's the deal with buying so much at once? Sister Lin was stunned for a moment. The envy in his eyes was almost overflowing. You guys really know how to pamper your wives. Little girl, you're so lucky. Thank you, Sister Lin. Mengyao checked the express delivery, while secretly glancing back at me. You bought so many packages. How am I supposed to move it back? Hurry up and come help. I'm moving tomorrow. It's too much trouble to move so many packages up and down. Pick a few you like. The rest will be loaded onto the truck tomorrow. Sister Ling watched our departing figures, thinking that youth is wonderful. These days, there really are men who empty women's shopping carts. If I were to run into We absolutely have to build a zoo to protect her. Back home, Mengyao kept talking to Bai Minbing on the phone. Xiao Yao, my WeChat moments post yesterday featuring a selfie of my Mr. More 7. Likes than my 9 grid selfies. Beauty is indeed no match for today's world. It's a pity this car isn't mine. If I were teasing you, I'd post 9 grid photos every day. Why don't you say anything? Fang Yuan smiled helplessly and said, I'm tidying up. I'm moving tomorrow. Where to move to? I'll take a day off tomorrow and help you move. I feel so bad asking you to take leave. It's okay. You're my best friend. How could I bear to see you tired? Just say you want to take leave. They even insisted on helping me move. Under the persistent pleading of the white-collar soldiers, Mengyao had no choice but to agree to let him come tomorrow. The next day, the white-collar worker really did arrive in his car. I'll help you move your things. Today I'm the mighty Vira. Actually, you don't need to do it yourself. I have already hired 3 companies. The items were mostly packed last night. No, soldier. This is where we pulled Bai Ningbing into the convenience store. Pointing to the pile of express deliveries, Bai Ningbing was instantly stunned. Miracle water set. Dior 888 even has Chanel. These are all things I've always dreamed of. Bai Ningbing's salary is not low, but I only dare to occasionally buy a lipstick and shoes. Mengyao achieved his dream ahead of schedule. After I finished arranging the move, people at the company saw Mengyao moving packages. Hurry up and snatch it. I can handle these. Mengyao suffered a lot when she followed me. Now I have the ability. Naturally, I couldn't bear to see him tired. Dear, these are all small items. I can move. You are not allowed to touch even small items. Her Majesty the Goddess's hand. It's not for moving things. I can't take it anymore. Bai Ningbing came out carrying a bunch of packages. Hear our conversation. It's just moving something. Is it necessary to be so dramatic? Besides, I had to carry the package onto the car myself. It's a very happy thing for a woman. If all these packages were mine, I'd be willing to move 10 mountains. Watching her husband load all the packages into the car, I think I'd be happier just sitting there drinking and chatting by myself. I ignored Bai Ningbing's expression. He pried open Mengyao's teeth in front of him. Anyway, I can't bear to see my baby get tired. Bai Ningbing's words were tough, but secretly she wiped away a tear of bitterness. Most men these days are big pigs. Finding the right one isn't that easy. If only I had known, I should have been like Mengyao. Find a promising young man while still in school. About an hour. Everything is packed. Bai Ningbing originally intended for me to drive his car. He made Mengyao's rice porridge 7. I made a profit from the car keys I had. I drive my own car. Bai Ningbing's key is uncertain. What car is it? Could the rice be expired? Xiao Bing, you guessed right. I've been longing for this rice cake. He threw the car keys to him. Don't you like sake? Let's drive there in our car. Call a designated driver to return your car. Bai Ningbing held the car keys, looking completely bewildered. What on earth is going on? Didn't Mengyao tell me that her family was an ordinary family? Would an average family buy rice porridge for their wife? Do ordinary families expect to buy rice themselves? My expectation when opening the rice shop is for Ding Ding reluctantly accepted. Now we've arrived at the end of Deling Pass, at the Great Plains. He stood there, completely stunned. Empty shopping cart. There were also 2 luxury cars. Now it's a luxurious, large screen cabin. Any one of these is enough for an ordinary person to struggle for. What an amazing life they're living. He's already a useless piece of trash. Hey, I called you over here to do some work, right? What's the meaning of you standing still? Someone as lazy as you will never find a boyfriend. Yao Yao didn't do anything wrong either. Ming Ming turned to look at Mengyao, who was playing a game. Please speak up for me. Is she still my best friend? Yao Yao has found someone my wonderful husband. Yao Yao can understand. Bai Ningbing was speechless for a long time after being shot. Yao Yao, I'm serious. No seafood feast today. Don't even think I've forgiven you. Okay, let's fish at sea. Cleaning up until noon. Bai Ningbing is clamoring to eat us out of house and home. But I haven't even left the house. Mengyao was urgently recalled by the company. Bai Ningbing could only bid farewell in defeat. I knew you guys were going to renege on Consider your this lipstick as payment. As she spoke, she picked out this lipstick from Mengyao's packet. Let's pick a few more. I can't use all of these. You can't fleece all the wool at once. We need to save it and harvest it slowly. Mengyao sensed something was off as soon as she entered the company. My heart feels like it's been hit by a bomb today, especially the matter of Renji. You need to be careful. He walked to the manager's office. The company is a small clothing design company. The boss is a hands-off manager. The rich second generation is completely in the manager's hands. This person is very careful. When he gets angry, he can verbally abuse someone to the point of causing them to become withdrawn. A sentry made a statement. If you don't apologize now, sister afraid she won't visit our company. If you lose this big client, you might as well quit. Manager Renji, stop pretending. To put it bluntly, you just look down on Shao. Why buy something of the Qingdao Dishan level? Falling dust in the wind. That's enough for your poor husband to struggle for half a lifetime. You said I could. Don't drag my husband into this. Mengyao usually has a very good temper. I endured all the scolding, but some people cross their bottom line. It will instantly bristle, and my bottom line is me. Do you still dare to talk back? Have you ever heard the saying, poverty-stricken? The foolishness you're having now will become the tears you shed later. Whoever wants to be in this class can take it. I'm not putting up with this anymore. The manager's roar echoed through the office. He cursed at his back. What are you pretending to be chased dressed up in a flamboyant manner? Isn't it just about seducing men? Now they're just dumping the mess and leaving. You deserve to be poor your whole life. That's so vicious. It's damaging to the company. Colleagues were so frightened that they went online to avoid close relatives. Suddenly, someone pointed downstairs. What's so special about Mengyao's rice? Look at that Mi-17 downstairs. This is true grandeur. They're swooning over which big shot is driving that car. I just stepped out of the car. Shoulders, slim waist, the male lead in the idol drama with his neck. That physique is definitely gotta have 8-pack abs. This is truly the ideal ceiling. Before they could finish imagining it, Mengyao had just run out of the company when she threw herself into my arms, and I was gently mocking him. He's actually Mengyao's boyfriend. Holy crap. No wonder he dared to slap the manager. There must be a powerful figure behind the group stared in disbelief. The manager came over with a gloomy face. He glanced out the window. They froze instantly. So this young lady has hooked up with a rich guy. My heart was bubbling with bitterness. The envy in his eyes was impossible to hide. That kind of mastery is ingrained in You've never seen him in your entire life. Meanwhile, I took Mengyao directly into the car. I knew you'd been wrong. Husband, I don't have a job. My husband will take care of you. Today, I'll show you how to have unlimited battery life with my wallet. Okay then. I didn't eat much anyway. His face suddenly turned red. It's not that men become bad when they have money. How come you're becoming more and more reliable? They are men. I am your husband. Can they be the same? Just then, my phone rang. It was Li Yuan Fang calling. Where are you? You little brat. Why did Yuan Fang suddenly remember me? Don't even mention it. My dad is forcing me to go Even on dogs dates. Don't go to that place. I was planning to come find you for go dinner. To the famous Michelin 3-star restaurant in Shanghai. So what? That's why I'm coming right away. We just drove to the restaurant entrance. Mengyao couldn't help but tell me. This place looks even more expensive than the Western restaurant we went to last time. Your husband's wallet is now overflowing with money. Why didn't you tell me about the star coins earlier?